So why does Trump have to be the one that brokers these peace deals? I don't understand. That's a genuine question. I'm not asking as a rhetorical question saying that he's some genius guy that can figure everything out. I don't get it. Same thing with Russia and Ukraine. Why is it that there's only negotiations and things and anyone that gets anything done happens to come from the president of the United States? I don't understand why we don't hold other leaders of other countries in the same esteem that we do. Now, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, well, the United States has the biggest, most baddest military, and they can impose their will if they come in and say, hey, if you guys do this, you guys... Well, I'm just sitting there and I go, whoa, wait a second here. So you're telling me that American soldiers have to be put on the line, our American budget has to be put on the line to help you deal with your problems? I say, let them burn. I don't care. You know how many other wars are going on? You know how many other injustices? I found out that there was the 20 hostages. I'm sitting there and I'm going, wait a second here. This whole thing, or a lot of this, is about 20 people. I hate to say it, right? But if I was a leader, I would say, tough luck, 20 dudes, all right, or 20 girls, or whatever it is. I'm sorry. There's so many problems we have. Why can't you guys figure this stuff out on your own? Why do you have to call us to figure things out? And then why is our military, our money, our whatever put on the line to make you guys deal with your problems? But here's the other thing. I get that. I get why, hey, we're the biggest nation. We have a ton of money, all this. We have our own problems. I see why you'd want to come to us, but think about Europe. Europe's a lot closer to Israel than we are. They've got NATO. They've got all these different, countries that are aligned together with all this military prowess. You're saying that they can't help them out? You're saying that there aren't people that are protesting that want peace in their countries? Why aren't they held to the same standard? Why isn't Macron over there? Why isn't there, any of those leaders? Why aren't they looked at in the same light? Why don't they get anything done? Same thing with the Ukraine and Russia thing. It's like the only time and then we're expected, like, oh, Trump's not doing enough to do this. I'm going, what are we talking about? So I don't understand why we have to, number one, I don't think that we should be the police of the world. I think that, hey, you guys want to fight? Fight it out. Like I said, the 20 hostages, figure it out, dudes. All right? I made another video. I don't know which one I'm going to post first. Recorded another video about why I don't think the peace will last in Israel. I think that, at the end of the day, if I want something and I feel like I'm deserved and owed something, I'm going to take it. And that's just the facts of life. It's like, it's not fair, like Russia. It's not fair. It's not just. It's not right. But if he gets it, he gets it. What are you going to do about it? That's what I'm saying. Unless if you're willing to do something about it, then shut up. And if you're not willing to figure out a solution, then what are we talking about? And so I look at what goes on in the world and I go, our nation, the United States, has so many problems within itself, but yet we are looked to as someone that's going to solve everyone else's problems. And I don't think that they should. I don't think that we should be going out policing and putting our hands in all these different areas. Now that's maybe that's the answer. Maybe we don't have to, right, solve any of these problems, but we want to. And because of that, that allows us to keep power. Maybe that's the answer. But the other thing is why I look around and people are like, oh, like what are we going to do about Russia, Ukraine? What do you mean? Like, this isn't our fight, number one. Why do we have this idea that we should be doing something about other people's problems? Okay? Especially when, like, I made the video about the Israel-Palestine thing. It's like, who has any idea why these people want to do things? I don't care. And they obviously do have a deep-seated, rooted, like, understanding of why they want what they want. I don't care. I don't live there. I'm probably not ever going to go there. Why is it such a big deal for us to figure out what they should do with their land? It doesn't make any sense, right? So to me, I think that you have your nations, you should figure it out. Until we come up with the one world government thing, which we are not ready for at all, not even close. You see it now. right? We can't even share, all right, within our own communities. How are we going to share borders and the world and money and all of that? We're not ready for it. I'm ready for it mentally. Like I feel like we're ready for that, but obviously we are not. There's so many people that think like the Israel-Palestine thing or like the Russia-Ukraine thing, that this is our land and that you should get off our land. Who are you? You're different. You're not Russian. You're not Jewish. You're not Palestinian. You're not Muslim. You're not this. We have this idea that our people deserve this. Our government deserves this. You get what you get. You don't deserve. If I'm willing to fight for it and I can kill you and I can take you over, you get it. If you're not willing to do that and they are, you don't get it, they do. If we're willing to come together and make some sort of peace deal, great. I think that we should all be able to live and coexist. But the fact, like I was saying, that we're not ready for that, and then we have to have our government take their time, resources, again, probably use our military as some sort of threat to keep people in check. I go, wait a second here, all right? Did you ask our military if they really want to help you guys out? I know that they're going to do what they end up, the commander-in-chief says, you go over there, we got to go over there. But I look at this and I go, that sucks. You guys can't figure out your problems, or people nearby. What about the Saudis? What about these? What about that? And I know that these people are involved in that because there are militaries in that area. But why? Why does it always come down to us to figure things out in the end? I think that it's sad, and I think it's lazy. I think that's one of the biggest things. I think it's lazy, and I just don't get the whole picture, because again, we have so many problems with our country right now, and the fact that our president is being his time, his effort, our tax dollars are being used to help you solve your problems. It's like, get your shit together. And I know we should be helping each other. We should be helping the world. But a strong America, a healthy America, a better economy America helps the rest of the world way better than taking some of our stuff and when we're in need, taking something that we need and giving it away to other people. That's just what I think. And that might be in the form of just effort and intention and time in regard to our president and in regard to some of our leaders. Just that alone. Not even the money thing, all right? Let's not even talk about the money thing. Just the time and the effort, the thinking, right? I just don't get it, and I don't understand. And then, of course, what's going to happen is Trump's not going to get the credit from some people, and you're going to sit there and you're going to go, wait. So all these years go by, no one gets anything done. Finally, this guy comes in, figures out a way to do it, creates the deal, creates the peace talks. It's done, all right? Everyone else agrees that this guy had a big influential thing, and then he's not going to get the credit. It's like, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. I don't understand why it's there, but when he's the one who is doing the deals, when he's the one that's actually getting stuff done, give the man credit. Because for years, you guys were just talking around and nothing was getting done. Why is it that this guy's not going to get credit? He's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. Not trying hard enough to make peace deals, all right? Then when he does, it's not going to last, or this or that. It's like, it's ridiculous. Why do we have so much pressure? I know that with great power comes great responsibility, Spider-Man. I know that that's the case. But there's great power in lots of other places. Why don't we hold those people to the same standard, especially when they're neighbors? They're right next door. Why? I don't get it. Why do we have to put our hands and fingers and toes in every little thing that's going on? And it's like, please save us. No, save yourselves. I'm getting sick of it. Now, if there's some other reason why this is going on, I'm sure I'm going to get some conspiracy theories about why we're favoring this, because I know that there's other wars going on, and for some reason our news doesn't care about that. All right, we care about 20 hostages, not like probably millions of people who are enslaved in other nations. We don't really care about them, right? Why? All right, we can get into conspiracy theories all we want with that, but I just don't see why one nation has to get people to like, okay, let's talk, let's negotiate, let's figure things out. Like, how come they can't do that? All right. Don't these people run governments? Don't these people run companies? Don't these people run corporations? These people have families? Don't these people have kids? Don't these people understand how the world works? I mean, it's pretty sad that one nation is basically on the hook for everyone else's problems. Again, selective, like you're saying, not everyone, right? But why is that? Okay. And it's getting exhausting. It's getting annoying, especially when he's not going to get the credit. And these things probably aren't going to last. You're right. The peace things aren't going to last, because once we go away, and once Trump goes and focuses on something else and we focus on ourselves, you guys are going to screw it up anyways. All right. And I know I'm sounding like I'm on my high horse, but prove me wrong. Okay. Prove me wrong. Look at the track record. Look at all these things that go along right now. Yeah, we've caused a lot of trouble in lots of other areas. And I think that that's part of the problem. Why do we have our hands in all these things? That's one problem. But now that that problem's there, okay, why aren't you guys figuring out something else to do? If you want us out of there, why aren't you figuring out solutions without our hand in it? Okay? So that's that for that. All right. I don't get it. Please help me. I'm not a foreign policy expert, obviously, but I have a little bit of common sense, and I see things, and I'm gonna speak my mind on my channel. I'm wrong all the time, all right? But at least I'm telling you the truth of what I think and what I feel. Let's come to more solutions. Let's get more information out there instead of just fighting with each other. But I mean, please, let's get our act together. Let's see if we can't solve our problems ourselves versus constantly asking for third parties to help us. That's that. Until next time, I'll see you then.